We go live now. What's going on, Bigfoot world? Another Friday night live, guys. Can you see me pretty good? Can you hear me all right? We should have a real good picture tonight. I need somebody to let me know what's going on. Jump in here. I see we got more likes than we got people watching. That's what's up. Thanks, Lori. But it's good to see everybody in here. Another Friday night, guys. Man, it's gonna be a good one. We got a lot of shit to talk about this weekend. Them videos, guys. It don't explain nowhere near enough how intense it really was at either place, the cave or the man. It blew my mind. It shook me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know where to start at first or which video because we got some shit to talk about. You're making me jealous with that coffee, Jeff. Man, it's good. It's beautiful. And you see what it says, guys. You guys can actually, you see that? You see that shit? It ain't buffering on mine. Everything's good. Everything should be good. I see you, Dawn. Mom, it's your phone. It ain't me. But guys, I guess we'll talk about the maze first. That maze, man. First, I want to tell you why I'm scared of it. Most of you guys already know that there's a female, a very large female over there, and that I know of. I seen a lot of pictures that Scott Malika posted up, and it seemed like they're more than just a female now. But the first 4 years of going over there, it seemed like it's just a female, a little 4-foot dude, and a newborn baby. And it seemed like she comes out, she lets us see her and everything. We got many pictures on Facebook of her, hundreds of pictures of her and the baby actually. And I don't want to go over there and mess around and me and one of the kids get stuck in between them and it go out bad. So I just go maybe once every couple months. I walk in by myself and check it out, see how things change, and hurry up and get back out. But it's it's intense. Now this trip here, last trip was intense too because whenever I was getting ready to go into the maze, something tapped on the rock behind me. Now this trip here, I went, man, it blew my mind. Now I remind you that going in there, you guys seen that there was layers and layers of barricades lined up, and I had to fight my way to get in through the barricades. And once I got into the maze part and into that area, it seemed like there's nowhere to run. You run, she got you, or anything got you before you get through the 3 or 4 layers of barricades to get out of there. And I'm thinking that. So as I'm walking, as soon as I get up to the front of that maze, and I'm telling you guys I think I'm telling you some story that happened with the maze, and I'm hearing it up above, back in the back. I'm hearing something. It sounds like it's climbing out. I can hear it cracking, like it's trying to get away from me. And I think I mentioned a couple of times I can hear it back there, and it's I don't know if it's climbing out, getting away, clacking or whatever, but I can hear the branches breaking as it's walking away. So I decided to push on because I thought it was walking away. So I get inside the maze. As soon as I get inside the maze, I take maybe 2 steps. And the way the maze is, it goes in and then it turns and then it turns back over this way. Well, as soon as I went in, the boulder about this big was airborne. I caught, when I looked up, it was airborne in an arch coming over at me, over to the other side of the rock face. It wasn't coming from this side over to this side. It was coming straight at me, like from the whole part over at me, and it landed back over up on top of the rock face. And it took my breath off of me. It blew my mind. That's the biggest rock to this day I ever seen in the air like that. It was every bit 40, 50 pound boulder in the arch coming right at me, and it landed up on top of that rock face. And I'm like, oh my God, that was a boulder. I froze. My whole body was stiff. I could. My mind saying, "Run, get the f out of there. Just don't stop. Keep moving." But it's just it was man. You guys see me. I said boulder like 50 times in a matter of a minute, just standing there. And then I figured it got me. There's nothing I could do but keep pushing in. So I started going in, and each turn that I went in, that I made it back in, right? Interesting. But every turn that I made, I could hear it up there moving up top. It didn't seem like it was moving away, but it was moving around up there. It was staying in the same spot, but moving around, breaking leaves, breaking or not leaves, but breaking the branches as it was stepping. And I just kept moving in, and I shined the light in the hole. And what really scared me is the marks that was climbing out on that wall. The hole was to the right, and to the left in that corner, you could see where it was climbing out and going up over it. I just missed it by seconds. It probably heard me talking out in the front of the maze, and that's what made it jump out. And when I got back, I probably startled it, and it didn't want me even coming back there because that boulder set it off. That boulder in the air coming at me, that was a clear sign to say, "Hey, you're too close. You push your limits, back up." But like a dumbass, I kept going in. I kept pushing I kept pushing in like a dumbass. That's the only way you're gonna find out. I know you guys was cussing me out on the comments. I know, but the only way you're gonna find anything out is to just push your limits sometimes, see what they'll do, see how they'll act. And that's what I kept thinking. And that's really what got me kept going the direction that I was going, kept going forward was I gotta find out. I gotta get it. I gotta see it. And that's what got me to go back there. But on a good note, I'm reading your guys' comments at the same time. But on a good note, I got that plot watcher on. It's posted up on the entrance of the maze. Well, it's kind of at an angle to where it's catching whatever's going in and out of the maze and whatever's coming like alongside the rock face of that maze, to where she got it like a corridor coming along the whole rock structure of it. I must have missed some. It's hard to tell, but thanks, Lori. Whatever I missed. Before I move to the next story, let me get caught up on you guys' comments because you guys been having a habit of cussing me out lately. I gotta stay on you. What I missed, guys. Maybe next time say it okay to me. Elizabeth, I hear you. Interesting things. They wanted you to look away while they. It was already up there. She was already. I don't even know if it was her, but it was one that was definitely up there. It was already up top, back in the back on top of the rock face, and the rock came at me, and the arch. Well, it didn't really. I can't say it came at me because if it wanted to hit me, it would have dropped it down in. But it came my direction right over and landed up on top of that rock face. You could hear it hit. Man, I seen everything and I froze. It blew my mind. That was an experience I probably never ever forget. And I gotta really be cautious going inside that maze. And I knew that I had a good idea that she was going to be in there because them last 4 days was nothing but thunderstorms, lightning, heavy rain downpours, and it goes in there for just to get out of the weather, just get out of it. And that was the only break in between rains, and it was getting ready to have another storm coming in. And I had a good feeling that she was going to be in there trying to get out of the weather, trying to dodge that next storm coming in. And I was right. She was definitely in there. She was inside that maze. You could see where she was sitting, laying in that. The whole imprint of her body was laying in there in the leaves. When I shined the light on it, it even picked up on camera. You guys could see him or her over your head while you were checking out the drying. Yeah, when I was checking out the drying bark, I seen that comment. I went back and looked. When I first stand in the front entrance of the maze, something kind of looks like it ducks down whenever I look up with the camera. I did see that. She's a mama bear. She's a very big mama bear, like 4 foot wide, every bit of 8, 9 foot tall. She's big. She's very big. I seen her about 2 years ago. Me and Fred was coming out of the maze, and she was sitting. There was a tree laying down, and she was sitting on the other side of it, facing away from us, kind of looking back over her shoulder. And me and Fred was walking on the angle of her, and Fred got a good 10, 15 shots of her right off the bat, walking through there. And she's huge. She's very big. Carrie got a lot of good pictures of her and the baby and that 4 foot dude. Jeff got a good picture of her face, up close personal picture of her face, zoomed in. I mean, it's crystal clear. You can see that. Jeff got a beautiful picture of her. Amber said, and she probably had a baby. Yeah, she has a baby. Well, I know the baby's probably over 2 years old now. I don't know if she has any new ones since then, but there's 2 years ago she has a newborn. There was a newborn baby that year. It still had stuff on it when we seen it. It was still brand. It was like 2 days old when we seen it. She could have raped you. Yeah, she definitely could have. And she made her presence. She made her presence for sure. She didn't want me to go back in there. She let me know she was up there, and that was it. I'm pushing my luck. That's pretty much what it was. I know without a doubt she wanted me to turn back around. That I think that's what that was. That a 50-pound boulder flying over your head. That's a clear indication that you're not invited to that party. They don't want you there. So you said about remember this spot. This was this. Oh, thank you, Tracy. That spot with all the structures on it, that rock right there, underneath that rock was the last time where I stuck the plot watcher at. Underneath there, and I powdered up with dirt, and I packed it up with leaves all around there. And the only thing that you could see was just a little lens, and it was facing directly on that entrance of the maze. But I left it up there 14 days, I think it was, and nothing. It never picked nothing up. But when I went back to get that plot watcher, them structures was all them X's and all the way around it. That rock that I put the plot watcher on, them structures showed up all the way around it. While that plot watcher was underneath there. I couldn't tell you guys because some of the locals know that spot, and I didn't want them. I didn't want to end up losing a plot watcher over it. That's why I say I'll tell you guys on the Friday Night Live. But that's where I stuck that plot watcher at the last time underneath that rock and buried it in, covered it up. And when I came back to get the plot watcher, all them X's and all them markings was all around that rock. It was very interesting. What was it you had to tell us tonight? That's what I just told you. What is that? Wyoming? That's what I was just saying about that rock that in front of that entrance of the maze underneath there. That's where I put that plot watcher at. Did you notice the quality of the camera, guys? I got a new camera, HD. It's a hell of a lot better than one I was messing with. So they just decorated the camera, but showed nothing. They didn't show themselves at all in front of that camera whatsoever. The only thing the camera picked up was squirrels running back and forth the whole 21 days, nothing but squirrels. I had like 4 hours of sitting there watching squirrels ping pong back and forth, tree to tree, chasing each other. I was like, I'm hoping that ain't the case. It's out there now. It's at a good angle. It's buried again. So let's see what they do, what they change. I know she seen me doing it. She was up above me watching me do what I was doing. I hope something else shows up there, but we'll see. You get lined up, Jeff. Nah, not yet, Browndorf. I'm due for it. Can't afford it yet. I will. I need a haircut. Can you video? Sarah, what you want me to video? Have you been back to the hole lately? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. Sasquatch Wallow. We're gonna talk about that hole next. I saved the best for last. Even though that damn maze was so that was frightening. That was probably the most frightening I've been in a while. To have a 50-pound boulder fly over your head, stuck in between when you're sitting in between two rock faces. Only one way to go. Really, actually, really only one way to go, because if you go forward, you still got to climb up the rock face. It's I, I was stuck in between two rocks in a hard place. It was all bad. It was all bad. The hole is something else. Bigfoot Johnson, man. It, we're gonna get to that one. Oh, I got you, Mary or Sarah. Can I video from behind? I've been planning on doing that, and I did it once. I did it once with the action cam, because the action cam that I got, it only got video. It ain't got audio. So I really haven't been using that much. So I tried it to strap it to my backpack one trip out to Bigfoot land, and the whole time it was on the angle down, and it's like I lost all hope on it, and I just kind of give it up a little bit. Did you see the Bigfoot hugging into the rock? Like I met? Yes, I did. I didn't see it at the time, but I seen it on video, and that's how I knew, Sue, that she knows that she knows where that plot watcher is. She knows it's there. Interesting things. I gotta get back to work. Yeah, all right. Both marks, Audrey. No, them was them damn three-toed. You're talking about inside the hole. All right, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that right now. I see you, real Clef. But it's not there. We ain't gonna get to that part of it. But that let's talk about that video. We'll get to that video right now. I saved the best for last. I need one of these to talk about that, because that one made me a little bit nervous too. All right, I came in. I decided to pull some slick shit that kind of backfired on me. That day going into that cave area, it was like 104 degrees with the humidity. It was so intense, so hot, miserable. And I knew if they was up there, they was either going to be down inside the hole or up into the mountain laurel. There's a ridge. There's a ridge line up there, and it's all covered in, weaved in. They got it perfectly covered up with the mountain laurel. And I knew they was going to be in there. So I decided to start all the way up at the far end at a rock face where it first started. And it's like this rock face is about 50, 60 foot. I showed you guys a couple of times. It's maybe even higher, maybe close to 100 foot. No, sir, I ain't got no spray. The bird spray just gonna piss it off, and then I really ain't gonna make it out of them woods. But like I said, I started at the one end of the maze where the two small holes that they barricaded up. I started at that end, and I decided to push down, because there's a big rock face on this end, and if I looped around this end, they'd either have to go to the rock face or drop down in that hole. I was pushing them into a dead end, which I shouldn't be doing. It's bad it could be hazardous for my health. So what I did, like I said, I started at the two holes, and I looped in around to the backside, so they really couldn't push out into the deeper into the forest. I came in at an arch at them and came down over into the hole, and that's where one was following me. If you guys, most of you guys seen Scott Malika's most of his pictures and the video that I put up, every one of them pictures was almost different Sasquatch around that hole. The big one that was bobbing in behind the tree, he was following me the whole time from that little hole down. I kept telling you guys that he's coming. There's something following me in. I'm not sure what it is, but it's following me in. I'm still rolling this. I'm trying to do 10 things at one time. But I get down into the hole, and then the smoke was rolling out. Now a lot of you guys was asking, was it what's it called? Was it moisture coming out from the temperature of the cave? It was not, definitely 100% not no moisture. It wasn't dust. It wasn't no cave in, and that's what I was thinking at first. It was a cave in, and that's the dust that's shooting up out of that hole. But that wasn't the case. It was like it was smoke, like smoke screens rolling out of the top of the cave, and there was a steady stream coming out. It was definitely 100% without a doubt white smoke. Did you ever see the last picture, Douglas? I'm not sure. Let me get caught up on you guys before I get on with this story. They seem their ability to detect. Uh, Coffee. Will you grab me some?
I don't have no sugar or creamer for your fucking coffee.
As long as I got my coffee, we're good. But, anyways, I finally get into the hole on the forest side, and I'm trying to film that smoke. And while I'm filming that smoke, I got them all the way around me. I got two of them on the far other side of the hole making monkey sounds like they're arguing back and forth. I got the big dude creeping in that was following me in, bobbing in behind trees. That's when I turned the camera around, trying to catch him, making it look like that I was filming in front of me when I was filming behind me. It was just intense. It was bad. It was definitely bad. So I move up around to the backside of the hole to see if I can catch whatever was arguing up there, and it just didn't work out for me at all. I mean, you guys got a lot of good pictures out of it, but I was trying to actually catch them there running around, and they were just too slick for it. No, no, it wasn't. It didn't have that sulfuric smell at all. I really couldn't smell it at all because I was on this side of the hole. I came around the backside, and the holes are over on this side of the hole, and the smoke was just rolling out of this side. So I really didn't get a chance to smell the smoke. Oh, thanks. You're definitely staying out of the picture.
I don't want in it. I don't even like taking pictures of myself.
Debbie, that's what I said too. I would love. I'm going to get one. I'm eventually going to get me a drone, and I'm gonna fly down in that hole and see what happens. Whatever. That's the best idea I can come up with. Put a Mr. Coffee in the office next to your computer desk. No, I don't got to. I got a coffee girl to bring it in. Again, last pictures are cameras found from
Not your coffee
missing
girl.
persons. Wonder what they would.
Yeah. No.
Hey, Mary, thanks. Okay, Donald, I see you. I got drones, but need a pilot. Browndorf, hey man, I'll probably crash it as soon as I get it. I don't know nothing about flying them. I'll have to get Jeffrey. When it comes to that, Jeffrey's the one I'm gonna have to get up in there, get him to fly it in there. Is that somebody knocking? Jeffrey's grave and God. There's still interesting things. I wish I did. It's just when it starts going off, I don't think about what's going on. I just keep it moving. That's all I can do. Just keep it moving. Jeff, you need to bring the coffee maker into your room with you by the camera. Scott, I got a coffee girl to go get that for me.
Say coffee girl one more time when I'm leaving.
She left last time I said that.
I am not a coffee girl, guys.
Danielle, great idea.
No, it's not a new coffee girl.
I will get one day. I will get one, Danielle. Tell Cookie shush. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Cookie getting me in trouble here in a little while later on in life. You got the light?
Yeah, do you know what Danny is?
Yeah. When a no Cookie can't drink coffee. Who is she? We're talking about her in a couple months. I hear you, real tough, motherfucker. You're probably right though. I'm not gonna argue with that. No,
I like a cup of coffee. Thanks, coffee girl.
How
I'm about
are
to
you?
leave with y'all's coffee girl
I
bullshit.
went. You want to send me some equipment? Said that'd be cool. I do have a PO box, and Jeffrey's usually the one that's sitting there putting up all that information. But the fair is in town, and it's more important tonight. He thinks I don't know where he's at, but I know where he's at. He snuck off and went to the fair. I was trying to call him earlier, and he wouldn't answer me. He kept forwarding me. So I called Mike up. Mike, where the hell Jeffrey at? Oh, him and KN took off and went to the fair. Friday Night Live. The fair's all week long.
You better get your people in check.
Gone.
Coffee girl. If I see Coffee Girl one more time, I'm out. I swear. Tell her new Coffee Girl to say hello so we can get a look at her. I am not a Coffee Girl. Did you bring her home from the mazes?
Pretty much. Oh, 6 8. No, hold on, guys. I'll put it in for you, Sarah.
Chill with girl. I need a cup. I'm constipated. You need to stop asking about just personal business.
PO box.
Coffee person.
Can I type? Yeah, you're talking in my ear, and I'm typing what you're saying. Fans are waiting on me. BRADDOC. Okay. Somebody working. Who did that? Lori. Good job, Lori. I didn't catch it, so I guess you did a great job. Smash that like button. I'm almost done, guys. Just 2 more words. Damn. You know what? I'm not going. Hey, Mom, do me a favor. Type in the PO box right there for me. You guys are. I see you. You better behave. I see you. Bigfoot smoking. No, but I am. I've been looking for a lighter for like 20 minutes now. Was it wood smoke coming out of that cave? It seemed like it. It seemed like smoke signals. The way it was rolling, it was a steady scroll out of there. That's a good question. I have no idea. I drop it a freestyle, homie. Okay, Dave. Who said that? Bigfoot Johnson. I try to save that for after the live stream. 9.9. You know what, guys? I was just looking at that. I'm what 9945, 9,945. So what we need. That's why Jeffrey's missing. I was thinking it's a damn fair. We're 55 short from 10,000, guys. And you know what that means? They ran away. Pamela Davis. Thanks, Pam. That means a lot. Shit. Google the zip code for my brother. Sarah, my mom Cindy just posted that the PO box up. I'm gonna put up the zip code here in a second. Oh, good. Thanks for the fun. Got it. Good. All right, Kristen. We ain't done yet. We just got started. We only been here 20 minutes, 29 minutes. You guys are pounding out already. Oh, the Pam. That's the tip for the coffee girl. Hey, Gene. Hey, man. Hey, buddy. Thanks, Gene. We got to pray for Gene. Say a little prayer for Gene. Keep Gene in our prayers for the next week because he's stuck up here in the hospital watching Friday Night Live from the hospital. So we gotta keep Gene in our prayers. He a little bullheaded. Everybody know how Gene can be. Oh, Moose, they don't call him Moose for nothing. He's strong. He'd be all right in there, but he's stuck in there for a while. What?
15465.
Okay. This is the zip code for that address, sir. My mom didn't know it. But okay, having whatever.
Have a whatever.
Have fun at the river. Blessing from the Most High. Right. Gene's a good dude, and we'll definitely keep him in our prayers. And another thing I want to talk about while I'm thinking about it is the work all you guys been putting in, but mostly Dean Harris. Dean Harris been sending me millions of pictures, all hours of the night, all night long. He sends picture after picture after picture, but they're amazing pictures. He's mainly his main focus is all the rock structures. That it looked like some kind of ancient. Yeah, she gone. You should be happy, Real Club Mama. She out there. She headed to the river. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now it's gone. What's up, Dan? But then I ain't gonna get to that yet because I'm not sure what I want to say about that one. But what I was talking about was I just seen the comment. But what I was talking about was Dean. His main focus on is like the area, how it looks like ancient ruins, ancient structures, rock faces. He found totems carved of faces carved into the rock. I mean, he's got a lot of great pictures that I got to put together and edit it and put up for you guys. And I'm going to get to them comments because I know what you guys are plotting, Real Cloth Mama, but and Brown Dwarf. Oh shit! I heard sirens. That ain't good. Real clear and watch street them come. I don't know why it's buffering. You're like the third person I heard say that. Give Liverpool a shout out. Who's Liverpool? I didn't see him yet. I missed a lot of you guys' comments. Don't send out the hitman on me. I apologize. I'm getting caught up with you guys. Jeff, would you tell us what you think about it? I don't know. She's working with Todd Standing. I've been talking to her for the last couple of weeks now on some things about hooking up with her and nothing solid yet, but I'm not sure yet. I'm usually good at reading people, but she's like a hard individual to read. So I'm still undecided with that one. Sorry, I mean Bigfoot people. Refresh. Please go hit the like button. Hopefully she stays gone. Oh damn, Mom. You guys don't want me with nobody. I see how it is. No, she's just a friend. She ain't even a new coffee girl. Winford Reiner. Don't ruin the moonshiner spot in the cave. You're right. Hey, it's a possibility, but it's supposed to be restricted lands like Area 51. No one's allowed in there. No one should be doing anything in there. But the last time I sent Cal down in that hole, there was he said in that, and actually in the same chamber that the smoke was coming out of, there was a string of lights up on there. And you guys sent me a rope. I was going to go in the following weekend. And when I came up there with all that rope and everything, that's when they posted the signs up. restricted. Real Clef, you agree with my mom? What she say? I know she cussing me out. You don't like the attitude? I don't really either. I don't either. And like I said, I'm good at reading people, and I read that it's not good. That's why I said bye. Bye, Felicia. Jeff, your personal life is yours, not everybody on here except. Yeah, but my mom going messing me up later on and cuss me out. It's your phone. But yeah, she'll cuss me out later. And while I'm thinking about it, guys, as much as I like this place, and before I get into that, I want to just say that this week was great. I had a really good, productive week. Yeah, educational. I learned a lot out there in the forest. Even on the home front, doing good. I love it here. It's a beautiful place. Everything. The house is nice. The scenery. I got a big deck outside with nothing but a mountain scenery for miles, and that's all you see is mountains. I've been here 1 month, right? I'm gonna get into this story, and I know you guys want to keep it Bigfoot, so we're gonna jump back to Bigfoot after I tell this story because it's kind of life changing and it's kind of riding on my nerves and it's pissing me off at the same time. So I'm gonna get it off my chest with you guys so I can move on with the rest of the day. All right, my mom knows what I'm talking about. No, I'll let it go. Don't like the attitude. All right, I got you, mom. But like I'm saying, yesterday I can't. Well, I started off last month when I rented this place. Myself and Jeffrey met the landlord here, and we made the deal of how much rent we're paying, how much security. I paid it all both down in full, the rent and the security deposit, no problem. At first, she said no pets. I, all right, I picked my money back off the stove and I said, I can't leave my dog. That's the only thing I got left is my dog. So I got to find somewhere else to rent. I'm sorry this didn't work out. So me and Jeffrey started heading for the door, and she says, well, if you think that she won't tear up the place and we won't have no problems with her, go ahead and keep her. So I thanked her and like a million times. Jeffrey was standing right beside me. I thanked her a million times for letting me keep my dog. Like that's the only thing I got left. I'm not getting rid of my dog. I got to take her wherever I go. What's going on, Leanne? But yesterday, I get off of work. I come home. I pull in my driveway, right? I get a message from my landlord. And I've been here a month, right? A month. And the text says, hey, this is your landlord, such and such. There's a water leak on the second floor. The water be shut off in the building. And your neighbor said there's a dog in the building. I told you no pets. Get rid of the dog. I will evict you. So I'm sitting in my Jeep for like, it seemed like an hour. Like, what the fuck is she talking? I mean, see, I ain't got the swear jar, but what the hell? What is she talking about? She told me I keep my dog. I was confused. I called Jeffrey up. I said, hey, man, she told, remember last month in the kitchen, the lady told me I could keep my dog, right? Was I dreaming this? She said I can keep my dog. So Jeffrey said yes. At first, she said that we couldn't keep the dog. And then she changed her mind when we started to walk out. She said, if I think that it ain't going to do no damage here or none of that, go ahead, keep her. Well, I guess while I'm at work, the dog's barking all day for 6 hours that I'm gone. And the neighbor downstairs, instead of coming up and knocking on my door, say, hey, your dog is barking while you're at work. Can you do something? Or I could have sent her over Jeffrey's while I'm at work and picked her up when I got off and brought her home to save the issue. But he went while they're down there fixing the water pipes, taking upon, hey, his dogs have been barking all day long. So now she sends this message to me talking about I got to get rid of my dog. Well, I'm on a 6-month lease that I signed last month. So what? I'm supposed to just go up after spending $2,000 to move here? Am I supposed to just up and running, pay another 2,000-3,000, whatever it takes for me to move because she reneged on the deal and do it? Does she sue me because I got to move out on the break the lease? You know what I mean? It's like that really pissed me off, and it put me in a situation to where what do I do? I'm not getting rid of my dog. I signed this contract. I'm bonded with you for 6 months. Do I just leave? What about my security deposit? You know what I mean? So this is what I had to get off my chest with you guys. Yesterday I come home to this. They're trying to make me get rid of my dog, and that's really the only thing that I have left. So that's not going to happen. That's not going to, whatever. I can't do it. It's like, hey, you go get rid of your kid, send him down the street. Who does that? I can't do that. And she told me I could keep it in the beginning. A month later, I got to get rid of it, or I'm evicted. I think you're gonna have to evict me if you're watching, because I'm not getting rid of my dog. But now that that's off my chest, guys, you know what was bothering me a little bit. Let's move on. Let's move on with it. Bottom line is, I'm not getting rid of my dog. I'm just gonna have to start looking for another place and save some money and move into that because that's out the question. I had that dog since she was 5 weeks old. She's 4 years now, full grown. I raised her. She's been by my side since. It's not going to happen at all. But now that that's out there, let's move on with it. You're right, real close. You, I'm just saying that got to me. That's what I came home to, and that like rattled me. It gets on my nerves. That's why I didn't even go out yesterday because of that text. It's like, man, I just got settled in there. I don't even know the damn address. I ain't even learned the address yet, and I'm getting evicted. Like, fuck. But it is what it is, guys. I ain't gonna let it get me down. I will overcome that. If I overcome the last 50 fucking hurdles they popped up on me, and I know that I keep swearing, I gotta stop that. Let me take a breather and catch up on you guys' comments. She was crazy. Some people don't really listen to the question and say yes to anything. Well, that's what it was. She seen the money. I picked the money back up off the stove and started walking out, and she didn't want to let that money go. So, well, if you think the dog ain't gonna do no damage, go ahead, let it run through. Go ahead, do it. And now that the neighbors are complaining, different story. Just doing what the dog does, right, Diane? That's what I was saying. But let's move on with it. I'm done talking about that one. Now, on a good note, I got this dang plot watcher out there. I think I'm gonna leave it out there till next Tuesday. I'm gonna go back out Tuesday, grab it up. Oh, that ain't why I was just telling you that. I just thought of the second bad news that happened, but I ain't even gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you about the second bad news. I'm gonna ride that one out because it ain't bad enough to even talk about. Effort. Go to your doctor and get a letter saying your dog is a therapy. That's a good idea. It's totally legal. That's a good idea. Thanks for that. I'm gonna look into that. That's a good idea. There's laws, protocols. Thanks, Don. Once you sign that contract, you're going to have to spend the six. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That 6 month lease got me here. It's now that I'm here a month. She's saying get rid of my dog after she told me I could have it. Who's breaking the lease? Reality. The lease says that no animals, no pets. It does say that. It's like you know what it's like. PO box. That's what it's bad. It's sad. It really more than anything. Talk to her nicely. That's what I plan on doing. I ain't going to text. I ain't gonna argue on the text or nothing like that. I'm gonna wait till she comes. Does she coming for the rent here on Tuesday? No, Friday. Friday is the first. She coming Friday, next Friday for the rent. So I'm gonna have Jeff out here in the kitchen, same setup. Listen, you told me I could keep my dog. Now we could work something out with the neighbors barking. If you want me to take it over Jeff's house while I'm at work, and I'll pick my dog up when I get off of work and bring her home, whatever. But or ask her, does she got another place that I can move to that's pet friendly, or can we tear up this lease so I can move? Yeah, I mean, I'll work it out. I'm pretty good at talking. It's just messed up that I even gotta go through that shit. When I'm just trying to live with my dog, you know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to do. Plot watchers like a game camera, plot silly. Yeah, power stroke. You're right. You're right. And she watched me. I seen the pictures you guys found on the maze video, and she definitely seen me put it there. Without a doubt, she knows it's there. I have no idea. What is that? N8R love. I have no idea. You can talk about anything. Thanks, Ralph. That means a lot. Wanted to get that off my chest so I could just pretty much get it out there, let you know that what's going on home front, because that is changing things. If I gotta move, that could mess some things up. Go to your dog if that doesn't work out. Am I hired? What you want a job for, my? What you want to do? What Ralph say? Yeah, you're right. You're right. We definitely are one big foot world, one big foot community. We pretty much stay together. When shit goes down, you guys are there without a doubt. And I learned that. I learned that a long time ago. The cave is more like Skinwalker Ranch. That cave, man, I had many different experiences from that place. That area on top of the ground, on the underneath of it, inside. I mean, we had some experiences that we shouldn't have probably. And then to find last winter we found them three toe tracks. To find that in that area, it's like it made it even more. It's like a horror flick. It's like watching an old '70s horror flick. It's just it's weird being in that area and with that cave area. It's just weird. It's not all Bigfoot. That place has history. There's some shit going on there that I don't understand. Even the government knows about it. It's restricted for a reason. So I don't know, but it keeps bringing me back. I keep telling myself I'm not going back there no more. They're going to jack me up one of these days. I'm not going to keep going back in there. And like a dumbass, following weekend, I'm back up in there doing the same shit. Marianne Travis, good to see you made it all here. Take apples. That's what I'm saying. I know. I'm not sure everything up there is Bigfoot. Like whenever I was walking up to that where it dropped down in underneath the mountain laurels, and it said I'm sick. It told me I was sick. I don't feel like that was Bigfoot. They were saying that. It said it in English. It said it in a deep voice, and it sounded like it was all the way around me. The camera picked it up. I think about it every day. Why did it say I was sick? I went back the very next day to try to talk to it, see what it was going to do, and the most I got was a rock throw. Have you heard of Paul Hughley? I don't think that I did. If I did, I just don't remember the name. Don't go overnight Bigfoot. No, we ain't going. When we do that overnighter, it's coming up. We're 55 away from 10,000, and I'm excited about that and scared at the same time. But I can't wait to see Jeff and Mike in tights in the woods. That's gonna be the funniest shit. That's that's gonna make my day. That's gonna make my day. I'm hoping it kind of happens after we come back from the Hunting State Forest. I'm hoping it happens after that when we get down there and film what's going on in their neck of the woods. I mean, this guy's having a lot of problems every day with them. I guess his bedroom's in the back where there's a glass that wraps around in the corner of the house. The whole corner's all like patio glass, and he sees them coming up from the corner of his yard almost every night. They tap on the glass while he's sleeping. It seemed like, well, his girlfriend said as soon as it seemed like they start snoring or they hear him snoring, that's when they start messing with him. When the snoring gets loud, they must not like that snoring too much. But we're going to go out there and try to set up some cameras and see if we can catch them on film out there for a few days coming up next month. I can't wait for that. That trip's going to be, I can't wait for that trip. And then hopefully by the time we come back from that, we'll be at the 8,000 or 10,000, and we'll do the overnight on that. Right, Douglas? It probably will. Probably a lot more. We're, Leanne, we're 55 away from, I'm pretty sure 55, 54 away from 10,000. We'll probably hit it in the next couple of days. I better watch out for the cow man. Hey, nowadays it could be anything out there. 9,000, 9495. No, you mean 99. No, you got the wait. What, mom? You got me messed. I lost that many subscribers. Let me turn my other computer on. They throw cow patties at you. Hey, I definitely don't want to run into that at all. What's going on, Black Betty? I subscribed to your channel today. Thanks. Welcome aboard. We do some crazy shit on this channel. You never know what you're gonna see on this one. We we pretty much get into a little bit of everything on here. I definitely do. When I seen that boulder come over, that's the first thing came to my mind. God, watch me. I hope you got me this time because that's a 50-pound boulder over top of my head. It freaked me out. That definitely it froze me. It scared me so bad I was just froze stiff. I couldn't run if I wanted to. 9945. So 55 away. Yeah, 55 away. Yeah, I probably ain't gonna be able to tonight, Dan. I probably ain't gonna be able to tonight. I'm gonna be on here for a while. Can you tell you were freaking man? Freaked? I wasn't. Freaked ain't the word for it. Winford freaked is not the word for it. Did you ever hear from Sheila's nurse friend? No, I wish I did. See, the problem is with that one, with that situation, and I hope she don't mind me even talking about this or saying it. But that property, the nurse's property, belongs to her ex boyfriend, and her ex boyfriend's cool with us coming out. He watches the channel and everything, but I guess for the past few weeks they've been arguing back and forth over the kids and this and that. And once they were, I kind of stepped back. Once they work that out, and then they become friends, I'm gonna try to slide in there and film some shit on the property. But it's like a effed up situation with them too. But Sheila's world is Sheila's even. She's ready. She's ready to go out there, get us. What we're going to do once we hit the 10,000, we're going to pick Sheila up. Mark Scott, man, thanks. The cave, the cave, the cave. That's thanks a lot, man. But what we're going to do once we hit the 10,000, we're going to get Sheila, and we're going out there. All of us, we're pretty much going out there through the day and set up camp, get the lay of the land, have her tell us where our boundaries are on both sides of the road, where I can go, where I can't go without getting in trouble. Pretty much. And then once around 7, 8 o'clock, Can's going to run Sheila home. And then we're going to go ahead and start the investigation the rest of the night and get it going. It's going to get good. It's going to be funny because Jeff and Mike's going to be running around in that forest, unknown forest that I only been in there once. And you guys seen what happened when I went in there that one time. It was all bad. So we're going to spend the night there in the unknown forest, lost, have no idea which way is which through the night with these two yo-yos in tights. That can only be a disaster waiting to happen. One hell of a funny ass video. It's some. It's got to be interesting. That's all there is to it. Can't. That's what Sheila wants me to do, Mom. Camp up on top by the graveyard so we can come down to the waterfall and on top and film the waterfall down over. But I don't know how I feel about sleeping in the graveyard, in the back of a graveyard. Well, forest on this side and the cemetery on this side. And there's a cemetery from the 1800s. It's an old cemetery. I think they was talking about there's an old, somewhere in the area, there's an Indian ground up there, an old early 1900s Indian ground. That owner of that camp was telling me. It is gonna be awesome. It's awesome, man. The word. It's gonna be. I can't find no words for it. I'll probably be laughing 90% of the night with Jeff and Mike out there scared in tights. It's gonna be like I said, like Brokeback Mountain starring Jeff and Mike with Bigfoot chasing them down. That's gonna be the funniest shit, Jeff. That would be great. I don't know, Roadrunner, if I can even do it by the graveyard. I don't think I could. It'd be like a paranormal Bigfoot adventure all wrapped up in one night because it's. I think we're gonna have to. I just won't tell them what we're doing, and we'll just have to do it. I won't say, hey, we're going up here and camp at the old cemetery up top. I'll just let Sheila lead us the way. Take us up there. Let's go. Don't let them know what it is. Let them see what it is. Then they just be stuck. It's screw the land between the lakes stuff, right? Right. Bigfoot's going to kick his wad to the corner before he picks it up. You can do it. You got it. Right? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna give it a try. We're gonna definitely try that up there by the cemetery and see what happens. I know they ain't watching right now because they're at the fair, so they ain't even gonna know what's coming. Bigfoot for president 2020. That would be some funny shit. Can't be no worse. Can't be no worse than what's going on now. Men in tights. Bigfoot men in tights. That'd be a good headline for it. I'm gonna try to go live when we get out there, get set up and everything. I'm gonna try to go live for a little while. I'll let Jeff film with the other camera and try to go live for a little while. I'm gonna have every battery charged up for every camera. Everything's gonna be on out there. That place is definitely interesting. They know Sheila. I'm trying to get a lot of footage of Sheila. I want to get her telling her story a little bit better. Hopefully, when we do that, I'll have the shotgun mic so you guys will hear what's going on out there. I told you guys, I'm definitely going to be this week. I'm going to be working on the audio. I'm gonna get that shotgun mic. I want that shotgun mic bad. You guys got to hear some of the shit that goes on out there. You miss like 90% of the action that's going on around me because the phone just ain't picking it up. It's got great picture, just the audio sucks. I definitely did, Robert. I caught it. Robert Morgan. LBL is kind of overplayed. It's just like a place everybody's going. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is no politics zone. We can't go in there. They'll shut us down real quick. I have buried people before. Brett, that's something you don't want to tell people about, man. That's some shit you want to keep to yourself. You don't want to tell people you buried people. Shit. Right, Lori? I don't have to rewatch. You caught it, Mindy? You was on here with us? Tell us about the wood stick place, like, what? Tell us about the wood stick place, like human shaped at the maze. Like Blair Witch Project. I can't explain that. That's just something she's working on. There's so many different structures in there that look similar like that. There's shit hanging up there like the Blair Witch Project. And now actually I'm glad you said that because me and Jeff, I made Jeff sit down here I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and we watched the Blair Witch Project. And the first one, the older one, and who's to say that's not far from here? We might take a trip up there, but who's to say that Sasquatch ain't the culprit of that, and this mysterious legend of Blair Witch is getting the blame for it because the rock stacks that happened in front of their tent that when they woke up and they three stacks of rocks, that's Bigfoot shit. They come walking through the forest and they find all these structures and stuff hanging down. That's all Bigfoot material. I mean, who's to say that there's not a rogue Sasquatch out there lighting shit up every time somebody goes out there? You never know. Don't worry, Jeff, they're all dead. Red Rock, you're right. You're right about that. I can't argue about that. It's not far. It really ain't that far from here. We could take a trip up there one day. Just get in there and go. Yeah, shaking the tents. That I mean, we was watching, I watched that movie like 10 times and never really thought about it until the other day when I was watching it with Jeff. Now that I'm in the Bigfoot and I know that they're out there, it's it's like everything that was happening in that movie. That's all like Sasquatch MO. Who's to say that it's not them and something else is getting the blame for what one rogue Sasquatch is doing, or even a group of Sasquatch is doing? It may have been. That's what I'm thinking. Sandy said crypto reality is the cat. He's a good guy. He's informational. He really is. Please tell us you work for the San No. Oh yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too, Scott. I hope he's talking about a legal job, which is Bigfoot's ghost, ET, Dogman, all the same paranormal. Yeah, it's that forest out there is like it's enchanted. If you're all well sending love from Australia. Thanks, Shirley. Thanks, Shirley. That means a lot. Watch 50 years with Bigfoot. I definitely will. Colorado Bigfoot making his appearance. Hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you on there. I've been keeping up with you. Hey, man, them structures are nuts. Colorado Bigfoot, guys, you know, audience watch him. He's the number one Bigfooter out there. And you guys can agree, them structures are just They're like 4,000, 5,000 pound trees, just mangled in, weaved in. It's he got some great structures. There ain't nobody going to ever beat them structures. That's why I wanted to go to Colorado so bad. I wanted to go out there with them guys, man. Next year, I will be out there with you guys for sure. Next year, I'm saving now to make sure that I will be out there with you. I've been watching Colorado Bigfoot. I've been watching forever, forever. Him in Utah Sasquatch. Them guys know their thing. Yeah, me too, Mary. I love listening to him ramble too, but it's informational ramble. It's just not ramble about anything. He speaks the truth. He knows what he's talking about. I don't even gotta tell you guys to go subscribe to him because you guys are already subscribed. He's the man, right? Colorado, Colorado Bigfoot, Colorado Forest Beings. Them are the two cats to subscribe to. So I said too, Mindy. That's why I watch him. I watch what's going on in their world and their Bigfoot land, and pretty much there's a lot of universal signs and structure that they use, and watching his videos, some of them like the A structures, all the arches, they're all universal. The X's with the lines underneath them and above them, the standing up. I mean that's all. It's like a universal structure that they're everywhere. Utah, Colorado, Pennsylvania. I see him. I even see him in Australia. Right? We're all here. We're all here tonight. That's what we're supposed to do. Come together and learn from each other. The cooking what? Okay, Dennis. Market is like Mark's like me. He don't get scared. I get scared. He so I'm not like him. He's crazy. He's the one. There'd be a gap a foot wide, and he'll go in there in the little cave and climb back in there a mile when he knows that the time before that he had one up in there, and there's only really one way in, one way out. He's fearless. That's crazy. That was crazy. I watched that. I was shaking for him. Like, man, don't go no further. Just stop right there. Back out. They're in there. Just stop. He kept going. He kept going in there. I don't know how he did it. He even cracked his head. Rock came down, busted him in the head. He still kept going in. I would have left. I would have quit, give up. I'm scared. I'm done. I'd have pulled the mic move and quit. It is 100% legal, Brett. Oregon Bigfoot too. They got them red ones out there, and when it comes to them red ones, I never heard nothing good about them. They all got attitudes. It seemed like even in the humans, when the redheads all got tempers. Every redhead I've ever met, they're feisty. They got tempers. I'm sure you guys can agree. Which one's worse of all, demon, ghost, wendigo, or dogman? I've never met none of them. So I don't know, but I really don't want to cross either one of them. So I guess all the above will jack you up if you're in the right place, wrong time. Touched by fire. Bigfoot can't get into spaces that are tight. Nah, I can't say that. I can't say that because Bigfoot's all sizes. They're not all big. They're not all 9, 10, 11 foot tall. I seen them 4 foot. I seen little ones. There's other things out there that's just not Sasquatch. I'm not sure what it is. I talked with other researchers and they see them as well. They're in with the Sasquatch, but they're not like the Sasquatch. There's something totally different. That's a topic all in itself. I mean, but there's something else other there that's running with the Sasquatch that's similar, but not nowhere near I can't even say they're similar. They're totally different from the Sasquatch. I just don't know what they are. But all researchers see them. I missed a couple of you guys. My video from today's thing. I missed it. I missed it, Rick. My video from today shows them all at once, please. I'm gonna check it out after this. Why did I mention PA? PA is a beautiful place. What can I can say a lot about Pennsylvania. You guys know what Pennsylvania is about. Pennsylvania speaks for itself. I really ain't got to talk about Pennsylvania. I'd rather show you guys what's going on with Pennsylvania. I missed your tweet, Robert. My fault, man. Did you send me a text? I might, or up here. Yeah, Gene. That's what I said, Gene. We'll be praying for you. I'll definitely be praying for you, man. I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna check that out. Um, I'm just getting caught up on you guys' comments real quick. That's what I was telling them, Gene. I don't know if you missed it. You stuck it, man. You're in there watching Friday Night Live from the hospital. That's a diehard fan right there. That means a lot. That does mean a lot. There he is, Dean. I was just talking about you, man. I was just talking about you. Pennsylvania got a history. Yep. See, even Dean knows. It, it's amazing here. It's beautiful in Colorado too. I wanted to go there so bad this year, but I'm saving for next year for sure. I ain't got nothing better to do. Nothing on Fed stations that got. I know how it is when it comes to basic TV, Gene. It all sucks. It's like every channel they trying to sell you something. It ain't worth watching. That's what I heard. You got what? That's what they's asking you if you dried off yet. Worst worst roads, high taxes, no pot. Hey Debbie, you're great. You're right though. You're 100% dead on. I can't argue with none of that. I tell you how many likes and media expands. No, I didn't. What? I tell you how many likes and media expands I get on it. Not yet, Robert. You can feel PA history in the woods. You said a mouthful, Diane. Jeff, you know what I'm talking about. The little black thing that's always around. Yeah, I definitely do, Lori. That's what I was talking about. It's exactly what I was talking about. You had any encounter with Bigfoot? Um, what? Gene must have. No, Gene didn't have back surgery. Lori, all right, Lori. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I did. I read it, Lori. What are those? Uh, don't have no idea. Mark seen them. Mark knows what I'm talking about too. He's not the only one. A lot of researchers seeing these things running amongst the Sasquatch, and I don't know if anybody knows really what they are yet. Listen to Dean for a minute. What Dean say? There go Colorado Bigfoot. God, that's Bigfoot smells pot. Mark's crazy. He crazy as shit. And you know what I just noticed? That's effed up. I deal with that when I Love life, guys. Love life. Jeff, did you get my message in Messenger? Let's. No, I didn't. I would remember that. I definitely didn't. Nope, I didn't. You might have sent it under Jeff Jr. You got to look at the picture because it's there's Jeff Senior and Jeff Jr. When you send it like that. Bigfoot. I don't know if Bigfoot smokes weed, but I definitely know he eats it. he, he probably does. He likes the smell of it. I do know that much. Now I'm gonna tell you the quick story that I don't know nothing about, but I will tell you guys about it. I'm gonna tell you first. I know firsthand, and it works. Believe me. Believe me when I tell you. I don't know how, but I'm gonna tell you how what works. Go out there with even if you go out there filming. When you go out there, sit down on a rock and put the camera away and smoke some pot and watch what happens. Go out into a Bigfoot land that you know where there's Bigfoot at. You guys know what I'm talking about. Go out there and smoke it up. Smoke up the area and watch what happens. Watch what happens around you. Put the cameras away, everything. Just sit there and send the smoke up in the air. And I swear to you, every single time you will get a reaction. 98.90, I say 97% of the time, you'll if they're in the area, you're going to get a reaction. Whether it's a rock thrown or you'll hear the twigs breaking for them to come up and get a closer smell. I'm telling you, that works. Trust me when I say this. I don't know how I know this, but I'm telling you, it works. Right, Alyssa? A quick story I know nothing about. The same with hunting Debbie. Yeah, you're right because the deer come walking up to me too. I had a black bear come up and walk up on me and my uncle. The same scenario. He was a foot behind me. He came off this trail out into the middle of the trail that I was standing on. I looked back and he looked up at me and took off across the trail and he could have stood up and just tore me up. We caught eye contact and he was gone. But I guess it does work for all animals. They come out of the woodwork. It's like it's amazing. It's definitely amazing. Did the ancient Indigos folks smoke the peace pipe? No, but I know the Indians did. I know the Indians definitely had that peace pipe going around. I went to a powwow in Oklahoma when I was 12, and even the kids was passing the peace pipe around, smoke flying in the powwow. They had that powwow for so many days out of the year, and that that's something. That's an experience. That's an experience that I think everybody should experience. You'll be humble at it don't matter what age you are. It will humble you. That's an experience everybody should experience. Um, hey Mary, okay, you're right. It happened to me. See, that's why I tell stories that I don't know nothing about because I know some of you people can relate to what I'm saying. Past April, they smoked before biblical times. You're right about that, Dean. I can't argue with that. That's awesome. Even the kids got the peace pipe. Yeah, they really did. But it's worth the experience to go out there and there's a lot you can learn from them. That is an experiment worth trying. It really is. I'm telling you, it works every single time. You go out to an area, you know that they're there. Sit down and put the cameras away and watch the results. Watch the results, guys. We only been here an hour and 19 minutes. I'm not ending this. My coffee girl quit on me for the second time, so she will be replaced. Give me 1 minute to go grab a cup of coffee. Don't hold me accountable for this. I need to disappear for 1 minute. That's it. know what, Bigfoot world. You know what I was thinking about? You know what I just think about while I was getting my own coffee, Bigfoot world. Even though I lost one person while I was getting my coffee, that's okay. I, I just thought about something. I don't think I'm gonna get another coffee girl. Not right now. When I think about it, I'm gonna get my own coffee. I'm gonna tell you guys as advice. I'm gonna bring the coffee pot in. I'm gonna get me a little coffee maker in my office and make me a fresh pot before I go live where I could just reach over. That's all I need. I don't need no coffee girl. I'm cool with that. So that's what I come to realize on my trip to get a fresh cup of coffee. But what's going on, Bigfoot world? Let's go another round. What I miss? Coffee is good, even when you're poor, right? Right, you're right. Even when you pour it yourself. And then mom don't do coffee, nah, at all. She does Mountain Dew. That's all she does. Train the dog to get me coffee. She might mess around and burn herself, or I would. I would. Cock break. Jeffrey been taking a break on me too. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I think he only been here one time since I moved in here on Friday Night Live. He been avoiding these Friday Night Live for some reason. I noticed we're only 55 away from the 10,000. That might have a lot to do with it. I think he's MIA from the overnight trip, but I know how to find him. I know where he lives. All right, Leanne, you have a good night. Cook something good. Hey, Jeff. As for me, Dean, I know I owe $4 in the swear jar. I done got demonetized 6 times already. What can I do? When I get mad, man, that shit pisses me off. How you gonna tell me I can't have my dog after telling me that I can? But I'm not gonna get back into that. We having fun. F that. That's what I say, Donald. That's all fun. That's all we do. We have fun and learn that at the same time. That's my motto. Have fun learning. That's what I try to do. Go out there and have fun learning something. See what you experience. See what goes on. I wore my car shirt to the grocery store and everyone was looking at it. Right? That's what I did. That's what happens to me. I take it to work with me. I wear it to work. I catch everybody reading it. Nobody really, where's that from? Nobody really says anything. Jeff YouTube is playing God. I noticed that too. I noticed that too. It's not saying, buddy, find them fingers, them. Oh, I got you, Dean. The females, the 4S. I got you. I got you. Hey man, it might took me a little bit, it might flew in my head, but when it flew back around, I called it that time. The F4Fs. Find them, F them, and leave 'em. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got what you're saying. It took me a minute. I've been slow to the what? Oh, twice. I got you. I got you. The wood knocks in your last video was great. Are you talking about the ones going up to the hole? Because they was all around me in that one. I freaked on that one. I am the. I already did. I already did. You know what the caca means is all that matters. Yeah, that's funny. Jeffrey, I'll never forget that because as soon as it happened when it was flying over, I was filming him. He's like, Dad, they said caca. I just bust out. I went from being scared It sounded like a pterodactyl over top of us just to say that shit. And I looked over at Jeffrey. And he's like, "Dad, they said caca." I lost it. I know when you watch that video, you probably laughed 20 minutes when he did that. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard. I had to put that on a shirt. Okay, caca on the 4Fs. I hear you, Lori. You're right. There's some glow sticks into the cave. Um, I've took them in there before. I've strung glow sticks out through that cave when we was walking in through there. But throwing them from standing up in that hole, throwing some glow sticks, you probably wouldn't really get no result out of it. I'd rather get like maybe a remote control car with a GoPro strapped to it, get a fishing string, tie it to and send it on in, and then drive it back out once. Yeah, I mean I can take the fishing roll and reel it back out. But I mean, there's a couple ideas I've been throwing around thinking about. I'll figure something out with it. I got something I, I got to do something with it. Whether it's a drone or a remote control car, something. I'm going to do something with it. I definitely am. Staff sergeant, $5. Thanks, man. You're right. I can't argue with you, staff sergeant. For my broke ass, I'll get the coffee pot going. Thank you so much. Let me see what your comment says. I wouldn't throw anything at them. I never threw anything at them. Now there was one time at the cave when we first went up to check out that cave. It was me, Fred, and Mike, and we was walking up to the top, the two little holes that they sealed up. We was walking up around there, and we was getting bombarded with rocks, hundreds and hundreds of rocks. As we was walking up through there, and as soon as they was trying to stop us from even discovering them holes. That's when we first found the holes. They was trying to stop us. They was just throwing rocks all around us, just trying to get us to stop. And we kept pushing in. And when we finally found the hole, I got hit with a rock. And I was going to pick it up and throw it back. And Mike said, "No, Dad, no, stop. Remember the peanut butter?" And I just busted out laughing because that video where the guy took the peanut butter out and threw it out into the field, and he's talking about how he gifts them all the time. And he was talking for like 2 minutes. And then when he turned around to walk back to the truck, the Bigfoot took the peanut butter and threw it back at him and knocked him down, hit him in the back. That was the greatest footage of Bigfoot I've ever seen. That was the funniest shit. He's like, "I don't want this off brand. Take this shit back." That's the greatest video. When Mike said that, I thought of that, and I couldn't even throw the rock back at him. That shit was just too funny. It's there's some funny shit that Sasquatch do out there that you just gotta laugh at them. I tried to find that video 100 times on YouTube. I seen it like 3 times, and then it just like disappeared. Damn, I don't even remember it. This week I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna go on the search because it's still in my search engine. I'm gonna go back and look for it, and then I'm gonna post it up on my Facebook page. So look for it on my Facebook page. I'm gonna find it and put it up there. That's the funniest video I've ever seen, where he came out to the field and he threw the peanut butter at the wood line on the other side of the field, and he was talking about them, how he gives them all the time, and their favorite thing is peanut butter. And he turned around to walk back to his truck, and that Bigfoot just launched that peanut butter back at him, knocked him down. He rolled like 4 times. The camera went flying. It was the funniest thing. He jumped up and started running back to the truck. It was Dodson. I want to say so bad it was Robert Dodson. I want to say so bad it was him. It was one of his videos. I want to say it so bad, but I'm not 100% on it. I got to go back and check it out. Because he did some crazy things too. He was good at charging. He was known for charging Bigfoot. It'll be 2 o'clock in the morning. There'll be 10 feet down in front of him in front of a flashlight, You see their eyes shine, bobbing and weaving. And he said, "Don't do this at home," and run straight at him, straight dead at him. And he's looking around for him, wondering why it ain't there. And then the eyes show up right behind him, like 4 foot up above him. He's like, "Oh, he behind me." And then he takes off. Robert Dawson was a great man. I miss him so much. That he has some great footage. Some great footage. It was not a person, homie. That dry snow packed it to the ball, checked 200 yards away. I'm not sure that only getting notifications. Yeah, you're right, you're Sarah. It's a lot of it's like most of the conspirators and all the shit that they don't want out there. They got a cap. There's a cap on us. I should have been 50,000 subscribers by now. It's just I've been stuck at 9,000 probably 4 months now, 5 months. I've been at 9,000 for a long. This is the longest thousand, the hardest thousand yet. It's like it's capped off. It's stuck. It's stuck right there. It won't go nowhere. It won't budge. It won't go no less, and it won't go no higher. It's like it's froze. Way more than that. Yeah, you're right, Colorado. Forest Springs. How many people in the world actually looking in the woods? Right? Not many. And I noticed that too. Even during hunting season, there's not as many hunters as there used to be going out to the woods. For one, you can't eat 80% of what you shoot, so there really ain't no sense in it because they got one thing or another, whatever you're hunting for. Even the deer, you're taking a 50-50 chance on the meat. The, what 2 years ago they come up with this green blood or blue blood shit that the deers are coming up with, the zombie deer. I mean, I understand why there's not many hunters out there now that I say that. It's all bad. This world is really becoming effed up. The animals are acting different. They're walking up to people. They're just not. It's like it seems like the animals are losing the fear of man. That's what it really seemed like. And it's the deer, skunks. I had skunks walk up to us in daylight, and they're nocturnal animals. So I don't. It's just all animals are acting different. It's just not one set species. It's everything. Everything out there losing the fear of man. Awake and listen to your Friday night. Thanks. GG. Dang. Most of the food is being poisoned from. Yeah, you're right, dang. That's wasting disease. That's what it is. The government is doing this to the animals. I don't know who's doing it to them, but something's going on with them. Something's bad going on with them. Over 1 million people are in the woods. They just don't know where to go. Right. You're right. You're right about that too. Because it seemed like I'll go into a group and just start. One person asked me something about a Sasquatch, and a couple other people. Yeah, I just had experience. A person that I never ever thought would ever talk about Bigfoot or have a sighting or any of that. I was talking to my uncle about it, and he said I just seen one 2 months ago coming out across my neighbor's yard, just jetting across there. He said they're up there, and I will never in a million years thought that he would say it. He's not really a woods person, but he's seeing it right out of his backyard. So there is more sightings than you would think. I'm not able to go out into the woods anymore, so I understand fully, Mary. And it's people like you keep me going for sure. I shook hands with a rabbit. He was missing 1 foot. I don't know if I would want to do that. There's something wrong with that rabbit. I can't I can't foot here in Alaska because too many bears, moose, wolves, marks. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, man. You got the biggest bear in the world. You got the polar bear, the Kodak. Man, you got a lot of shit to worry about out there, and I love Sasquatch. I would love to go to Bigfoot looking, love walking through the bush. It's that me too. That's my favorite thing to do. That's the only pastime I have right now at this point. Get out into the forest and see what happens. See what I see. Never know till you go. The peanut butter guy was Jerry's video. Jerry's video. I think you're right. I think you're right. I'm gonna go back and find that. I'm gonna find that video, Brett, and I'm gonna post it on the Facebook page, Into the Woods with Jeff. That's one of the greatest all time Bigfoot videos I've ever watched. Just his expressions, his actions, the way everything unfolded. That was like, you can't fake that. That's some shit you can't make that up. If he wasn't filming that, nobody would ever believe that, ever in a million years. The government admitted to spraying lithium in the air, chemtrails, but we're not going to get into that one. We're going to leave that one be. Um, is they want to know forestry workers have. They do. They're not allowed to talk about it, Diane. I talked to a few of them off the record, so to speak, and they know about them fully. 100%, they know about them. Can you get down where that smoke come from? It's restricted. All that land's all restricted. That hole is restricted. Like Area 51 restricted. You can see all them signs in the videos. It's do not enter. Use night vision when you go into the cave. Door. I will take the. I got some night vision binoculars, and I do have a night vision camera. But like I said, I don't know what good it'll do. It only reaches so far in. What I need is take a GoPro and strap it to like a remote control car or something. I might try that, and then add a remote control car to a fishing pole and take off into that hole with it and see what happens. I might try that, or get Jeff to fly a drone down in there. I might have to try that too. I'm definitely gonna try something. I'm just not sure what yet. They seem to be making um, they seem them making structures. Yeah, they see the structures, and there's actually a report on the structures a while back. I forget. I think Utah Sasquatch brought it to my attention. Posted it up on his page. The report that they did on the structures that the FBI is doing a report on the different structures that's showing up all around these different forests across the United States. But they was doing an investigation on it, and that was really the last I heard about it. Um, Long pole with a GoPro. Yeah, but I gotta carry all that out to the forest. I'm trying to figure something out. I can pack into the backpack and take it out there and use it and pack it away and haul out a long pole through the forest. It's hard enough to get in there as it is. PBS in Colorado says it's from the Indians. No, I'm gonna leave that one be. PBS is full of shit. I mean, don't get me wrong; they do leave marks along the trails, but them structures, 3,000 Colorado Bigfoot, his structures are not done by Indians. Them Indians ain't picking up 2, 3,000 pound trees and weaving them in with other amongst other trees, 7, 8 different ways. It just don't happen with the root ball up in the air 15, 16 feet. Indians ain't doing that. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Retractable pool pole. That's a tongue twister. You guys are really making me think about how I am going to bring out my research to the world. Hey, Dennis, do your thing. Let me know when you get it going. I'll check it out. Even though you talk so low, I wish you turn your volume up. It, it must be my microphone. You can't hear me. You keep going alone, and I can take insurance out on you. I need to get some kind of insurance there because these last two trips, I didn't think I was gonna make it out of. At certain points, I was, man, this is it. They ain't gonna let me walk out of here, especially going to that cave. When I was up around that hole on the backside, they fully had me surrounded. I knew I was boxed in. I pointed it out to you guys, all angles I was at. They was making noises. They was definitely surrounding me. 100%. I was surrounded. I was dead center of them, and I knew it. I knew I had to go through at least two of them. I had to walk past them. There's no other way out. I had no choice but to walk through. So I go down into the ravine, down underneath the mountain laurel, and push right through, and they let me. They let me walk right through them. They made noises and threw rocks and tree tap. I mean, they made it known that they was there, but at the same time, they let me out. They let me leave. They, they're not. I don't feel that they're dangerous. Not to me. I think at not one point. I mean, I was scared because of what was going on, but at the same time, I I didn't feel like I was going. I don't know. It's a feeling that I can't explain. It's a weird feeling. You got to be out there to understand what I'm saying. Let me get caught up with you guys. I know I keep saying that, and then I miss half of them. That's my fault, guys. I'm by myself. Usually, I got Jeff helping me out with reading, keeping up with some of these. He's out at the fair. Go figure. Not to change the subject to all I know is we had the meteor pass close enough and it was big enough to take us out. Interesting things. That is something to think about, but I try not to worry about that. It, that's something you ain't gonna be able to stop. If it happens, it's gonna happen. Jeff, you could use some high power binoculars. I have some with night vision. I just really, I maybe used them one time. I think I took them out one time. I gotta learn the controls of them, the settings on it. I ain't got it down packed yet. Just got my new dirty little things cleaned up. Okay, Gene, just don't want the government to take them out for showing themselves. I don't taking them out. They would already did so already. I think what it is what it's going to be pretty much. I don't think. I think they're just like any other. When it comes to them, so to speak, I think they'll fall under any other rogue animal. If it steps out of line and gets rogue more than three times, they put it to sleep. Like a bear goes into the neighborhood more than three times, they put it to sleep. I think it's the same scenario with the Sasquatch. They keep coming down into the area a little bit too much. I think they take it and they'll put it to sleep. As long as they're staying docile like they're doing, hiding out, they leave them alone. I think it's something along them lines. I could be wrong, but it's what it seems like. Meteors are nothing but Bigfoot throwing big rocks. No, I don't think that's the case. Doing this. Thanks, man. Um, they know you trust. Yeah, Robert, that's what I think. A lot of it is. We've been going out to the same spots for a couple years now, and it's like this last year they really been coming around. When we go into the forest, they don't. You can usually hear them push off. Not anymore at all. They'll sit down and watch you walk in. They're used to seeing us. They know what we're doing. They pretty much laugh at us anymore. But they're getting comfortable. They're getting used to us. They're getting. I don't know how to take it really. Just keep going in and let them do whatever they're going to do. If they was going to hurt us, they would have did it a long time ago already. I don't think that's going to be the case with this group here. Or we would have been gone a long time ago. Offer them some pot, become best friends. Hey, if I had the opportunity, I definitely would. I would definitely give them a handful. Here, try this. This is what you're smelling. Check this out. You know what I was thinking there, Jeff? Since fireworks are legal in Pennsylvania, maybe we can go up, do some day riding, and I'll bring 3 or 4 sticks of dynamite. Hey, fireworks are legal. Dynamite is not legal in Pennsylvania. Not without license or permit. You trying to blow some shit up on restricted lands. I'm not going to federal prison, G. F that. F that. I'm not doing that. Light something up, wave him in. Come on in. I hear you, Deb. I think they just like the smell of it. They're just curious of what that smell is, and they definitely come around. You'll get activity every single time if they're in the area. You made it live, Linda. That's what's up. All right, Callie, Mark. You guys have a good night. Maybe you should leave some chocolate. It's not a bad idea, but that should cost too much. I am going to get them some things, some fruit, and take out here in the next couple of days. I got a few things that I got to get done this week out there. I want to go check out the rain stick. I moved the rain stick back to the old camp spot. I want to see if it moved since the last time we've been out there. That I'm gonna check that out. I ain't made it out there yet. Bananas. Dean, you're right about that, man. Then you could even imagine. There's some shit that I don't. Just when you think, like I've been saying it, just when you think you got them fours figured out, that something happened that's like, wow, what the hell was that? And you're starting back at square one. Like when you guys found that big ball, maybe 50 yards in front of us, that big ball energy, like a gigantic orb, size of a basketball, was going through the trees. I watched that on film. It blew my mind. I still to this day don't know what the hell that was. I seen it on other videos, other people picking shit like that up, but I never thought it would be on my videos ever. Never thought I would see something like that in this forest. Who would have knew? Yeah, do no numbers as shit. That's Jeffrey food. Mac and cheese. Take them some macaronis. That would draw in other animals, and chances are they won't even get it. The rodents and possums and everything would eat all that. The coons, they tear that up before they smell that long ways. Cinnamon sticks, that's their favorite. Definitely, I'm definitely gonna get some more of them. More cinnamon. I already have the cinnamon. I just gotta get it out there. I gotta get it out the wrapper and get it out to them. Probably the next trip out, I'm gonna leave cinnamon out there by that ring stick and some apples. I'm not taking the peanut butter. I'm gonna keep the peanut butter, but I'm gonna take some apples. What about an apple crumb pie? Nah, I'll keep that for myself. But I'm definitely gonna take some apples up there, some cinnamon, probably some more huggies up there, and see if I can get some more teeth imprints out of them. Remember the bear and your pecan pie. I don't. That's why I don't take nothing like that. Nothing that can get me killed. The last time I took banana bread and pecan pie in my backpack was like the worst horror film ever, and I was the main star attraction at the forest that night. I really don't want to set myself up for that again. That freaked me. That was It was all bad. It was all bad. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Talk about all that food, foraging gummy bears. They would like gummy. That they probably would. I think they do have a sweet tooth. I know they definitely like the cinnamon. I don't know about no gummy bears, but it's worth a try. I'm going to take them some huggies up there. I'm probably taking about 8, 10 of them and set up there, see what happens. Twinkies draws in the bears. I'm not doing that to myself again at all. I had a bear chase me up a tree across over to a rock. He wanted my pecan pie. He's going to tear me up to get that pecan. He walked off with my backpack and everything. He took all my shit. He shook me down for it. So I'm not taking that no more. They like lemon heads, trail mix. I'm gonna get a little care package for him. Take him up there. So because of the smell of it, probably take some take some honey. I know you got Twinkies, but I'm not taking no Twinkies in no forest. It just ain't happening. These black bears love. They got sweet tooth, and they will jack you up for some Twinkies, for some pies, for whatever sweet you got. A bear will take it off you. It'll shake you down for it. How about just leaving a voice recorder? See, I tried that once when we was going down inside the cave. I took a recorder out there and I left it. I left it at the top of the hole. I left it on record. I wrapped it up in plastic, and stuck it under a rock, and we went down into the hole. It was like 4 hours that I left it set there, and I maybe went over an hour of it. The whole 4 hours of audio, I might have listened to an hour of it. I kept falling asleep. I'll sit there and listen, and there'd be something going on. I'm not sure what it was, but not even 45 minutes into it, I'll be snoring. I just can't go over that footage. I don't know what it is. So I give up on the audio. I can't go over it. I keep falling asleep at all. As soon as I sat there with nothing else going on around me, just listening to it, within 10 minutes, I'm out. I can't do it. Do they mind speak to you? I can't say that it's mind speak, but twice. There was two that separate occasions. I told you guys, I talked about it. The one time up here on top of the mountain in Cass Paris, I was with two other people. They was behind me, and when we got up at the top of the mountain, they the other side of the mountain, they wiped it completely out. They cut the whole forest down and left the trees lay. They didn't even take the wood. And when I first seen it, it was like, why are they doing this? And I heard a voice say, because they can. And I hurry up, turn around, like, what'd you say? It looked at me like I'm retarded. I ain't say nothing. What are you talking about? But I heard a voice say, because they can. And another time when I got that on film, it actually said it. I mean, I bent over and started pulling them sticks out of the ground, and it said, you're sick. That was actually they picked up on audio and everything. So that was really wasn't mind speak, but the first one was. They definitely mind speak, Dean. I ain't never saying they don't, because that did happen to me. And there was other times when it comes to the zapping. I seen every researcher get zapped. I seen Mike get zapped. I seen Fred get zapped. I seen Mark get zapped. Colorado Bigfoot. He's the number one first person I've ever seen get zapped. He was zoomed in on a Bigfoot. There was a wire to a tree. Every one of you guys seen this video. There was a wire to the tree. He was zoomed in on the Bigfoot. He was zoomed in on it, looking at it. What is that? I got to walk down there and check that out. And then I forget who he was with behind him. He called him over. He said, let's go down there and check this out. And he zoomed in on it. All of a sudden, he turns around and walks off that way. While he's talking about he got to go check that out, he turned around, walked that way. They zapped him and sent him the other direction. He noticed that after when he was going over the footage, he knew he got zapped. That definitely got him. Another time, Fred, we was going into this cave, and Fred filmed down over to the right side. He looked down underneath there. He looked straight ahead, and there was a Bigfoot popped his head up behind a rock, and he was blinking at him. And then when Fred noticed that it was blinking, he hurried up and turned the camera back down, and he turned around and walked out like he didn't even see it. So I think that he got zapped, and it diverted him out. And Mike, something happened to Mike where he was filming and he was talking about it. Dad, let's go over here and check this out. There's something going on, and he went off the other direction. It's like they do steer you away from what you want to check out, and I don't know how you can't beat that. You can't defeat something or even go if you go get close to him and he puts it in your head to turn around and walk the other way. You're going to turn around and walk the other way. That's like he's overpowering you. Thanks, Amber. That means a lot. That means a lot. Just for fun, man. I see you on there. And you're on in southern Indiana. I saw a gray one on a tree inside of the property. What I do, Debbie? You didn't call this WEEKI. I'm not sure on that one. I say take some Native American music tapes or CDs and play that loudly. Actually a very good idea. I wonder why nobody really thought of that. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna definitely try that. I'm gonna definitely watch. I'm gonna definitely try that. Did you ever find out what those blue and pink? If I had to guess what them ribbons are in Bigfoot Lane, it, they start from that logging road that I filmed a few times, and they if you follow from ribbon to ribbon, it'll take you back to our old campsite. I think uh, a certain individual told on us, give up our location, and mapped it out for the next time that we go live out there, and we'll get charged. So that's if you notice, we haven't camped on any state game land since that threat has been made. It is illegal to camp on state game lands. And you're right, April. They do love entertainment, and that's one of my things is when I go out with the kids, just go out, laugh, and have a good time. Don't there's You're not sneaking in there. You're not sneaking up on them. They know you're there before you get way before you get there. They know you're coming. So just go in, have a good time, laugh, carry on, joke, and that's what brings them into you because they want to see what you're laughing and joking about, and that'll bring them closer to you. Easier than anything that I've found so far is the Forest Service tag for trees that can say power stroke. I thought that too. I looked it up what it means. It says free to take dead wood, but uh, some of them bands are not on dead wood. There's a lot of live trees on them, so I can't say that it's all dead wood. And not see they want to sneak off and go to the fair and show up right when I'm getting ready to say, all right, Bigfoot World, I'll check this out next Friday. 2 hours into it. So you guys make sure you cut some fuckers out before I end this live stream. Who's that behind you? You can't see?
It's me, guys. What's up?
It's
I kind of made it a little late.
Kaka wanna show up.
Go!
You're gonna have to turn that light on so they can see you. Let's shed some light on the situation.
Now y'all can see me.
Look up on your phone and play it. That's a good idea too, Alex. I'm gonna try that. I'm definitely gonna try that. Right, Bigfoot Johnson? We're gonna have to get on him. Can't wait to see him in the tights. The cock crew.
What's going on, guys?
What's he up for?
Bobby Joe said, "Hey, what's up? Have fun, you all. Love you." Thanks, Brian. That means a lot, man.
Hi, Diane.
Look at that. Look at all that love right there. And you ain't want to show up for that love?
It's just,
The
a
fair
lot
more-
happened.
The fair is more important than all this love right here.
Oh,
Look,
we
at
brought
least
you a
they showed
fortune
up.
cookie.
You got a wonderful
We brought you a
kid.
fortune cookie, but my pocket broke it.
They are great kids. I can't say
Oh,
nothing bad about them. Look, he gave me a half a fortune
No,
cookie.
it's not half the full fortune cookie. It's just my pocket popped it.
He thinks that shit made it okay. Even though I'm gonna eat half. He even took the fortune out of it.
No, there's still a fortune in it. I'm about to say.
Mary Jane shirt. I hear you.
You can see that for sure?
Yeah, I see it. He would come in on a Friday Night Live. After I just got done talking about the smell in the forest, this prick gonna come in with a shirt that says it. He pretty much diamond me out.
Why somebody said something?
Yeah, I love the kids. He must not have been watching it live.
I was tuned in a little bit, but I just was in a rush to get here. Like, we literally flew. We had to take a jet.
Read my fortune. He didn't give me one. He kept that shit.
Read it. I'll read it to you guys. Love is the infinity which links and draws together the elements of the world. We was just talking about the love.
And I just fired my coffee girl. I kicked her out on live TV. You guys missed that one. She got fired on live TV.
Hey, Pat.
Everybody told me to get rid of her anyways.
I don't blame you.
He don't like her either. But don't worry, the feelings are getting to be mutual. How true, think about it. Timber Giant is an awesome researcher. Where is he? Thanks. Who said that? Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Where the hell is Timber Bigfoot? He's the first.
Jeremy Scott.
He's the first researcher I ever started watching, and that's the honest God's truth. Where is he? Fire that Bigfoot, Raymond. But where is he? Anybody hear anything from him? Not about 3 months ago, I put an APB out on his ass, and somebody got back to me that
Always.
he was taking a break. Something happened in the family, and he was about to make a comeback, but he never came back, and that was months ago. I thought he had health problems. Yeah, just for fun. That's what I was talking about, and he recovered from that, and he was about to come back, but he never came back. Does anybody hear anything about? Man, we're going this week, guys. Let's put an APB out on Timber Bigfoot. Another APB out on my man Timber. Let's find out where he is. Let's flood him with the messages. See where he's at. If anybody gets to him before me, send me a message. Let me know. So
Someone said he's still alive. I seen him a couple weeks ago.
He's still alive. That's what's up. See, that's how you find out. Sasquatch Omega, Jeff, here's what you gotta do. Put Indian war paint on. You trying to get me killed. You trying to get me tore up out there in that forest. I ain't going to war with no Sasquatch. It'd be Planet of the Apes out there. I'm getting my ass whipped.
Like riding zebras.
We need to find him. No way to email him. Right, Sarah? Yeah, there is. I got it. I got that. I'm gonna send him some messages to see if I can get a hold of him this week and see what's going on. And I'm not doing that, Sasquatch Omega. You trying to get my ass whipped? I'm not getting a beat down from a Bigfoot. Take a baggie, you'll be safe. Filled with weed. Baggie full of weed. Here, man, my peace outfit. Please don't hurt me. His name's Jim. Yeah. He's a good guy, man. He's a great guy. He's like me. He's always out there with his kids, spending time with his kids, doing what I do. And I got it from him pretty much. I learned from him. one of the greatest things in life is the forest and your kids. And why not enjoy both of them at the same time? And that's what he did. And I admired him for that. I don't want to make anyone mad at me. I'm sorry, Jeff. I was way behind on. And the rest of the things, you're good. Is he called Sasquatch Master?
Thanks, Denise.
No, he's no. How did I just forget his name?
Oh no, I'll talk to someone else. I'll read the comments.
Nice shirt. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Not Ralph.
I like her shirt too. Show me your shirt.
I was telling him about what the landlord said. How she told me that I could keep
Oh
cooking
yeah,
in the beginning,
that's definitely crazy.
and then turn around yesterday and tell me like she ain't say that.
Yeah, when I was literally standing right there with you, whenever she
Is
said
the
it.
door locked?
Janet's out there.
Lock the door anyway.
Uh,
Give your ex my number, she'll make you call. Give your ex my number, she'll make you call. What?
you're going to be more specific.
What are you trying to say, Debbie? Bat wants to know if you're ready for them tights.
Sadly, I already do
and
have them.
Sasquatch Master.
I have a solid pair. I have a black pair with Nike.
Sister. Come here,
I like
sister.
the quality though. I was checking this out on the way here. The quality looks good.
Beautiful.
What you guys think of it?
He don't love you. Timber Bigfoot.
He don't love you like I. Oh, copyright.
Come here, sister. Come down, sister.
Yes.
She got look like she's picture perfect.
This is my daughter, Janet. I call her sister. She's trying to be shy in front of the camera.
She was actually in the one video
She
that
gonna
reached
be
almost 500,000.
She gonna be my
The one she was in the one video that reached over almost 1 million.
500,000 views.
Yeah, it was over that, like 600,000.
She gonna be my temporary coffee girl. She just don't know yet. But could you grab me some? Put it in the mic for like 2 minutes. Pour something in there. 2 minutes. Pour something in there. Don't listen to him.
All right. And when she burn herself and burn you on the process, that's
you're right. You're right, Link. Can I get some coffee, please? Don't spit in it. Thank you. I love you. You said you're gonna call to go Bigfoot on Sasquatch River Hills on the 9th of August. Yes. Yeah. I'm coming to you, pretty sure. Coming to you. I'm pretty sure. That looked like the right name. I'm pretty sure. This is great. Right, Donald? Lori's out. All right, Lori. I'll check you out. Thanks for blocking some people for me. That means a lot. But you have a good night. And don't burn yourself. Oh, you're right. Hey, sister, don't burn yourself.
She did do that when she was younger, didn't she?
Yeah, my fault.
About whenever you were younger.
She's cool.
She had to go.
You know, sister.
What's he talking about?
What?
Just for fun. I would never do that. I know what it feels like. He does it to me a lot on a regular basis.
The fair was a waste of money.
That's why he's laughing.
We only went there for the food.
Yeah.
Oh, Lori, I'm sorry. Lori was. Oh, I got it. But she good. I like Lori. She does a great job. Super what?
Supper time.
No.
Yeah, that's supper.
What's that word right there?
Super tights. Real
super
soon.
tight. Is it tits?
That's what I thought. Super titties real soon. But I think it says tights. I can't see if it's T's or what.
Well, I don't know, guys. I kind of fractured my kneecap along with my spinal cord and some other fractured things. So I might not be able to make it.
She'll be out there. She got more balls than him.
Yeah.
I even got.
But he told me that the place is
I ain't got to tell you guys.
Snakes, and I don't do good with snakes at all.
Broke back Bigfoot at 10,000. Starring Jeff Friend and Mike Friend. Sexual injuries. He gonna drop a couple of things out there in the forest with them tights on. Excuses. Storm the woods with Jeff. No, you don't want to do that. Not in Bigfoot land. Thank you, sister. The fans want you to tell them how high.
Hi.
They can't see you. You got action in front of the camera. She literally stood over by the doorway. Hi. Waving.
Thank you, sister. I love you.
Hold on, let me see that.
Bigfoot,
Yeah, Bitsy.
Bigfoot does got his own channel. I just ain't found it yet. He probably watching us.
He got all the other
He's
Bigfoots on there,
filming us.
that'd be interesting.
He's running around filming us while we're trying to film him.
Like you look up Bigfoot net.
That would be funny.
It's on the black web.
I swear they's got all the Bigfoots, like all of them, like a whole society of them over there. Like,
what are you wearing,
YouTube.
Bodine? What do you mean? Oh, him? Me? I'm Bodine. What are you talking about? What am I wearing? A shirt? I don't know. Bigfoot is saying he be right.
Pat said, "LOL, can't wait. I'm gonna get you up to 10,000."
You can take your time with it.
He that's why he keeps coming up missing.
Yeah, because as soon as we come back from vacation, we're gonna have to do it every night. But if it's
I
on the
fractured
weekend, I can't do it.
my spinal cord.
You won't be able to walk.
I can't.
For the overnighter.
I had to crawl up here.
Mom's talking about the overnighter.
Oh, he's wearing a tutu.
No, these pricks are wearing tights.
This dude.
They're wearing tights like Peter Pan.
And he gonna be
And they're going in the forest all night long. And I'm filming the shit out of this. Whatever happens, happens. Hey, I'm gonna film it. This is all about filming, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm here to film whatever happens. I'm not in the saving mode. If they get raped, they get raped.
What?
All I can do is film it. I can't help them. I can't help them. What can I do?
You're gonna have to help me fight back.
He'll rape me. I got watch. All I gotta do is watch. Ticket bells and Bigfoot. He'd be scared. They want you. I might have to do
Hold
that.
up. Last Friday, this was supposed to be a PG-13 type conversation.
I'm gonna do that to Mike. I'm gonna cut the ass out of his tights. Mike will be walking around with it. That's
Naked
be some
under
funny
a fur
shit.
coat.
I might have to do that. No, with the Velcro around the ass. And
Bro,
when
stop playing with me, yo.
I have a onesie
he
like
don't
that
know
with
it,
buttons.
just pull them off and you
Give that to
just.
Jeffrey.
I'm gonna give it to Mike. We gotta get Mike. He
Yeah,
already.
because he ain't watching.
He ain't watching. He already knows. I'm gonna get Mike with it.
No buttons.
I'm gonna give Bigfoot easy access.
Yeah, he's wearing him at 14,000 subscribers, guys.
Uh-huh.
You got to go out into the woods in nothing but tights. Literally, no shirt.
What the fuck you
Just-
talking about?
Right there.
See, we.
Dean Harris.
Hey, Dean, man. I thought you
Well,
was
he
my
did. He
man.
definitely did, Dean.
I thought you was my man.
Who else seen him say that? Everybody just agreed.
Wear a onesie in there one day. I have like 2 of them.
I'll be filming a porno for sure. Hey, my kids get raped by Bigfoot. I'll be famous. I'll be rich and famous after
Well,
that.
you wouldn't really be able to post it.
I'll be locked up for endangering the welfare of my kids, but at least I can say my kids got raped by Bigfoot. Who else can say that shit? I'll be hey man, I'm in here because my kids got raped by Bigfoot. I filmed that shit.
You going to jail for just saying it.
You're right,
Mom
Mom.
said watch the
You're
cussing.
right.
I'm starting a jar for him.
Yeah, and
Because
we're
I
gonna be
need help
rich.
with rent anyways. We need
I'm
help with
desperate
rent.
to move things forward with Sasquatch. I'm stuck out here. What? And I'm stuck. I hit a wall in the area investigation. It seems a lot of us are looking for something to do and push stuff forward. You're right. You're right, Sasquatch and Mega. I'm gonna message you later on. We'll talk about that. But I've been noticing that too.
Why don't we do a collab with one of them?
I was planning on
No,
doing
they
a
come out
collab.
here and we got to the woods all together. And just do a
We
collab.
was going to go to Colorado with Mark, Colorado Bigfoot, with a few people. We're gonna hook up with a few people out there, and it just life hit me upside the head, and I had to move.
Make sure he's in front of you so you get a good. I'm not talking anymore. I'm not. I'm just not talking to anybody anymore. I'm just gonna lock myself in my house.
You're the behind. I got you, Link. It's gonna be a great video. I'm excited and scared for him at the same time.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Trying to freeze us out.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one. At Bigfoot does friends pun and takes it.
Female Bigfoot has love child with Jeff Jr. See,
news at 11. That'd be worth watching.
Better hurry.
I'm down. Let me when you. Hey, it could happen. It could definitely happen. Instead of Storm Area 51, we need to pick up Best Spot and someone YouTube after Bigfoot and storm that. That's a good idea. There he is, my man Frank.
Going on, Frank
Lambert.
We've been here the whole time, Frank. Just so you know.
Hey, the Myrtle Beach. You don't need a tent out there, Frank. Hey, all you need is a blanket. Throw out a blanket on the sand and start waving the ladies over. That's all you gotta do.
He's gonna be out there in the Speedo.
Save some money, come my way. Hey, Dean. Hey, I would love to go to the Outback, but you got too many things that can kill me in a matter of seconds out there. The littlest, tiniest thing is like the deadliest thing out there. The Australia is dangerous.
Yeah, they have killer bees.
They have more than just bees.
But the killer bees will really
kill ants. You. They got ants that would F you
real?
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was watching this documentary about the killer ants down there. I was like, wow.
My fat ass ain't getting that speed. Hey, Frank. Just got back from Myrtle Beach. It's a beautiful place out there. I see why a lot of people are attracted to that area. It's a place to get away. Single. If you're single, that's a good place to get away. Let me rephrase that.
Me and Cam go there and
at the moment, I'm single. No, you ain't going. Your wife's up.
All right, let's go.
He got wife, dog, and all that.
To prove him wrong.
So,
all right.
She ain't going. She ain't going to let him go. I ain't even feeding into it. I already know the situation.
I've been to Myrtle Beach before.
I'll show you some stuff.
Awesome.
I know you will, Dean. You got cobras and shit out there. I thought we had it bad around here. You guys got some shit. Even the deer, they stand up and beat you up. What they call kangaroos?
Yeah.
Them kangaroos are F you up.
I seen the video where the dude was fighting one and he pulled
Don't
up to his house and
kangaroo
was
out there.
Door.
Everyone say hi to K.
Hey guys.
Okay. Tights protect you from ants. You got a good point on that one. They definitely do.
Until they get under your tights and then you're ripping all your clothes off just to get that one ant out of there.
They have giant spiders too.
Yeah, they have brown recluses or whatever.
They have the concrete spider that bites you and locks you up.
What?
You're paralyzed. You can't move anything.
That'd be crazy.
They call it the concrete spider. I forget the scientific name. I'm putting war paint on my. See, you're on your own with that one. Hey, welcome.
Record it, Sasquatch.
I hope you make it through that one. He trying to go to war with him. I ain't doing that.
Are you going to strip before you go to the woods or once you're there?
Things. Carolina's beautiful. I want to take a trip out there one of these days too. Carolina is a very beautiful area. Good night, everyone. My phone is ready.
You guys didn't see when the toad popped out. Me and him both got scared.
All right, Mom. I love you. You have a good night.
No, what was the funniest is whenever we went out with my mom and we all walked underneath the spider except for my mom because she's like 6'2".
You didn't get that on video.
Right. And Jeffrey had a hole in his shoulder.
Like this.
And my mom was like, Jeffrey, what's on your shirt? And then his dad's like, no, for real, what's on your shirt? He starts stripping in the forest, freaking out.
Yeah, I literally ripped all my clothes off in the middle of the woods.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Because he's like, it's right there on your shoulder. And I'm like, for real? And then I looked him in his face and I was being serious and I was like, for real? And he said, yeah. So I just started ripping off everything.
It was so funny.
I started freaking out. It was bad. We weren't recording either. It would have been funny.
Yeah, we have leeches. We have a lot of leeches.
For real? We have leeches?
Yeah, one just left. I'm sorry, guys.
The prune juice flowing. What's that mean?
He's in the hospital.
Oh, is that what you drink when you drink prune juice?
I can't take you nowhere.
For real though?
No,
Yeah,
it's-
babe, that's what you drink when you're sick. Yeah,
Prune juice flushes you out.
makes you
I
poop.
can't do nothing with
Oh, he got diarrhea.
it. No, man. Just stop. Just leave Gene alone.
Oh.
What's going on, Frank?
Frank Lambert. Frank Lambert, thanks, man. But
Oh,
I can't do
God.
nothing with him. Shit. Prune juice. You drink prune juice. It's good for you. It flushes your system out, cleans you out, it makes you healthy.
I'm constipated. See,
It
y'all could
makes
have
you
just told me.
I'm not drinking coffee. Y'all gotta leave. Y'all just something wrong with you.
Constipation.
Every time I take a drink, you just post some crazy shit. Frank, man, thanks. Man. I definitely needed that. I don't know what's wrong with it.
My wife
Now,
thinks the smoke detector is a cooking timer. That's how KN is. Oh, if it's in there long enough, smoke alarm's going off. It's cooked.
The smoke alarm only went off one time.
To me,
and I was
that's
making
funny.
bacon.
That's funny. And again, Jeff. Your neighbor friend is too immature for you. Yeah, you're right about that. Wait, my neighbor friend? Are you talking about the coffee girl I just fired or the asshole that turned me into my landlord?
Somebody said that could happen if you sit on concrete.
Jeff Jr.'s constipation means my
Show it,
ass
'cause
is
somebody said
puckered
that
up.
could happen if you sit on. Oh,
Mary blocked this shit.
nah, because that right there, I really wanted to know about that. Because somebody always told me if you sit on concrete walls for too long, that will happen.
What?
That it'll
They're
do that.
constipated.
No, you get hemorrhoids. It causes hemorrhoids.
And what's that?
We're on live. I'm gonna
All
give
right,
you
we'll
a
talk
class
later.
about
We'll
hemorrhoids.
talk later.
What the F?
Oh, man.
You guys want time what hemorrhoids are? Because he becoming
Yeah,
one.
he's scared to tell me about constipation, so I can only imagine that's probably something little.
Yeah, he's talking about hemorrhoids.
You really want to know what they are?
Yeah.
Look them up.
I could show you a
Don't
couple
look it
if
up.
you
I'm
want.
laughing.
I got some inner hemorrhoids I could show you. You want to see
Do
them?
not agree.
I'm gonna give him a rundown on some hemorrhoids, guys. They look
Diane
like
said they look like grapes out your butt.
ew. Google it, Jeff Jr. This should be interesting. That's what he's doing. What did they
You gotta
turn
find a
you
real life
into
picture, not
your
fucking
landlord
science.
for?
Freaking.
Because they said, why am I working the dogs here barking all day
Oh,
long?
yo, it's a butt pimple.
He said a butt pimple.
That's what it looks like. Bro, that's trifling, though. Like, the pictures they show, that's crazy.
It looks like
A butt pimple.
it's a pain in your ass. How we get? Hey, we're supposed to be talking about Bigfoot, not
Yeah.
hemorrhoids. Hey, we talking about what the
You
F?
always said curiosity
Who
killed the
brought the
cat.
hemorrhoids
I
up?
think it's from older age and setting too much. Yeah, that's what it is.
Frank said, okay, nasty.
Anybody else scream? Froze? Not mine. Hey, we actually got a good picture. I can see what's going on and what color them leaves are on his shirt. We're gonna have a talk about that shirt later on.
I paid good money for this shirt. This shirt nice.
It's more than a booty hole pimp.
What?
They'll get pregnant. Guaranteed hemorrhoids. Yeah, you're right about that. I
For
mean,
real?
For both girl and guy?
no, just her.
Oh, all right. I'm straight. I ain't having kids anyways.
PJ
You are such a
said
lucky
now
man.
it's hemorrhoids and butt pimples. Right? That's what I said. He come in here and changed the whole shit up. I was talking about Bigfoot. He come here talking about hemorrhoids, constipation, diarrhea, all this shit.
I asked a question.
Kathy said she can't stop laughing. She's crying. What? I'm never getting pregnant. I'm not having that pain.
all women get it when they get pregnant. I don't know what it is, but they always do. I saw a Bigfoot by the back pond in my neighborhood today. That's what's up, Pat.
Yeah, that'd be.
Timmy
Keep
boy
going
said
back. Keep going back.
They say a dog will lick them and it cures them. It's something.
That's a
think about.
smoker's shirt. What?
Everybody today kept telling me those happy leaves.
Legit.
Yeah, every worker at the fair.
Yeah, we just shooting the shit. That's it. It's a good time though. All in good fun. All in good fun. I should have ended it a long time ago. Probably on the prune juice. I should have ended it. It just escalated from the prune juice. Mary Jane shit.
Gene.
What'd he say? As I sit here reading this shit house.
Yep, I agree with you, Alex. 100%. All the way. It's a little interesting.
Yeah, right.
Never.
What?
About somebody saying about the dog licking your butthole. No, that's doing too much.
If your dog licks something about it that cures it or something.
Yeah, that's doing too much. I love my dog to death.
I don't think I'll be trying that.
Nope.
Cookies.
That's some freaky kinky shit. I can't even get.
That's some jail time.
I tried to get my girl to do that one time. It don't work out too good. It don't work out at all.
I wish Jeffrey would.
All right, end conversation. I don't want to think about it. Imagine it. Okay, guys, Bigfoot.
You are all right. All right, Pam. Cook something good for me.
I want some mashed potatoes, homemade, please, with like a side of steak. That sounds really good.
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
We have 55 away from 10,000, guys.
Slow down, guys. Unsubscribe.
55.
I'm just back here.
We could be at 10,000 tomorrow.
We
Let's
could.
not.
We could be. We could actually wake up tomorrow.
But man, I really woke up my
and
spine
have
broke.
10,000. We had to go spend the night. And you know what's funny? There's like 300 people that knows where we're camping at, and you don't. And you and Mike have no clue.
Do I know?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Where?
Sheila's World.
Yeah, we're still camping in Sheila's World, but you know where?
Yeah.
Where?
In that little place where her nephew or somebody accused of murder someone?
You think we're camping?
That's where they was talking about on the video where Sheila was like, "You guys can stay here, this and that."
In that
no,
camp
they
spot?
changed spots. No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about by the cemetery, between the cemetery and the waterfall.
No, he's talking about the waterfall.
Yeah, because beside the waterfall is the cemetery behind it. We didn't make it to the cemetery.
Deb said it.
What?
Yep.
We're staying in the cemetery? Are you crazy?
No, they are.
Yo, I'm gonna go.
So they want us to stay there.
Yeah.
Dan picked up overtime.
Yeah, we're gonna be up there at the top.
We have a good time.
We're gonna be at the cemetery to where we can come in to the top of the waterfall.
Sorry guys, I gotta make money.
Jason said, "Get ready." That's gonna be a great one. That's gonna be. I can't wait. I'm excited myself just to see what these do. These man, it's gonna be funny.
I might end up leaving early if worse comes to worse.
Them two together, and when shit starts happening, and them in tights, that's gonna be a video that I probably watch 10,000 times alone, just to watch it live. Every time I get down, I'll put that video up. That Into the Woods with that crazy.
Oh no, not Crazy Deb. I met Sheila. She about to cuss me out.
Oh, you calling Sheila Deb?
No, it just it was.
Well, that's the plan. We're gonna go pick up like the first part of the day. We'll get Sheila out there so we know where to camp up, where we're allowed, and ins and outs. And then
Mike's watching.
Keann's going to run Sheila home while we set up camp. And then when she come back, then we're going to start our investigation with jeans and tights out in the forest.
We're not taking
into the night. And then we'll see what happens from there. We'll just play it by ear until the morning comes. We'll try to survive till the morning. That's what the plan is, survive till the next morning. You see the look on his face, guys? This is the serious look right here.
Because I'm really thinking of everything that could go wrong right now.
Am I really going to go? What happens when you
I just walked and fought on his steps right now.
We left. I really don't go back to the bluff area at all since that bluff happened, because he came right at us. I mean, he don't get me wrong. He could have mowed us both over, but he chose not to, and I just ain't going back to that bluff.
Good night, Ralph.
Did you see what Frank said?
Not yet.
Deb has a stump she wants you to meet, Jeff.
I bet she does. She has a.
I want to meet the little people she always talks about. And the
I-
aliens.
My mom says she sees little blue people. Whatever that
Smurfs.
means.
Jeff Jr. just try. Look,
Just try.
you see the name?
Yeah, Deb.
You don't get it.
Mm.
I can't take him nowhere, guys. Before I get into trouble, I'm gonna go ahead and say
You already knew, Kathy.
you guys are great, and we're 55 away from 10,000 from staying that night out there in the forest, in the cemetery, with these pricks and tights. That's going to be an amazing video and a great night in itself. I can't wait. We do have another trip planned.
Thanks.
Um,
He's getting his girlfriend to unsubscribe for me.
Oh, for real?
No, I think that's what he said. Or he might have said
No,
he's
he
getting her
said
too
you'll
slow.
be okay, Jeff. Nighty night. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
With that being said, thanks for all the love. And check out the teespring.com because that's helping us get to these trips, get everything accomplished that I'm trying to get accomplished. It's a mission impossible, but I'm going to make it happen no matter what. And with that being said, guys, thanks for all the love and stay tuned for whatever crazy bullshit we do next. Who knows? Stay tuned for the next one, guys.
I have socks. Caw-caw!